What's up, gang? Hey man, I got a video that will blow your mind. A girl got caught lying on a lie detector test, and she used her master manipulative skills to make him apologize. So watch this video to the very end. Make sure you watch my commentary of this video because I got a ton of gold nuggets in this one. And if you haven't done so already, join the CLG community. It is only $48 a month, less than $500 a year. You get access to a free 101, you get access to the hard 30, and you get access to the masculine series. And without further ado, let's just jump right into this video.
Have you been fucked in the last 3 weeks?
No. Whoa! I'm actually, get this off me now. I'm done. No, I'm actually fucking done. Get it off me. I haven't had sex with anyone. I'm literally celibate. I fucking hate this thing. Get it off me now. I'm so dead ass, bro. I haven't had sex with anyone. This is pissing me the fuck off. You actually see me cry. Get this off me, bro.
Oh my god, fuck.
Either get this off me or keep asking me questions.
No, take it off.
No, keep going. I'm just fucking mad at you because this is a fucking lie.
Oh shit. Fuck.
Ask me who I've had sex with. Like, I haven't had sex with anybody. Keep going. No, keep going. You want to go harder? You want to make me cry? Keep going.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, take it off her.
Please. If you end now, you just look like a bitch. Like, keep going. You made me cry. That's what you wanted.
It's not what I wanted. Fuck.
No, you wanted the truth, and he's telling you lies. I haven't had sex with anybody. I don't give a fuck what that fucking monitor says. I know who I am, and I haven't done any of this shit. I'm not a fucking whore. I don't give a fuck about this fucking bullshit. I genuinely care about you, and you don't even think I fucking care. So get this off me. I'll never come back on your stream if that's what you want, but I'm not fucking lying.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. It's fine. Either keep asking me questions or get me out of here.
Just take it off.
No, this is the last question. They're gonna think I'm a bitch. So
no.
Either keep asking me questions or I'm leaving.
Okay, lighten the load.
You can keep asking me questions. I'm just saying.
It's not a script.
Like that one really made me.
I never made a girl
upset.
cry. I'm sorry.
Do you have another question?
Why you're actually crying.
I'm genuinely upset at that question.
Be careful when you're dealing with certain type of women. So basically, that whole situation is the streamer was a lame. But he built up a really big following on social media. This girl, in my opinion, master manipulator, opportunist, she decided to date this guy. I don't believe she loved him at all. Like, not even a little bit. You know, he would have never been her type if she didn't feel like she could gain something from his following and things like that. So basically, the whole entire relationship, she would gaslight him with stuff like this. They had videos of her on a boat taking shots with guys that were way stronger, way more masculine, way more athletic than him, who actually knew what was going on. And they had videos of her all up on the guy, I believe, making out with the guy, all kinds of stuff. People saying that they hooked up. And she got caught on a lie detector test that they hooked her up to on the live stream. And she was found out to be a liar. And instead of her, admitting guilt, what she did is cried, manipulated, gaslit, and she made him apologize for asking the question, not her response to the question. And she lied, and everybody knew she was lying. Everybody that's watching knows she's lying, and the guy still stayed with her. I believe they just finally broke up or whatever the case is. I don't really follow them like that. I don't really follow the lame streamers too much. I just remember seeing this guy on the Fresh and Fit show, and shout out to my CLG, one of the CLG members, super talented CLG member who actually posted this video in the first place for me to even look at it or even check it out. But yeah, man, that's what happens. This is what happens when guys aren't masculine. This is what happens when guys don't know their value. This is what happens when guys do not demand respect from a woman. They get played. Women use these guys for a bunch of things: security, notoriety, fame, whatever she used this guy for. And a large part of that relationship, they were not having sex because the guy was still a virgin throughout throughout a large part of that relationship. So she was not even hooking up with her boyfriend, but she was hooking up with other guys. The lie detector test proved that she was, and she gaslit and she lied. She lied. She got caught red-handed. So when I'm telling you the stuff that I'm telling you on my channel, just understand it. Because what I'm trying to do for you guys is I'm trying to protect you guys. That's first and foremost, right? I'm trying to help you guys get better with women so that you can actually end up getting the women that you actually desire You get what I'm trying to say? And that you actually want and not settle for a woman. And then I'm teaching you how to keep that woman's attraction high for you. But the way that you do that is you keep her respect high for you. So this is how you can keep a woman long term. You got to ignore the games. You got to ignore the emotions. You got to ignore the words. You just got to understand how true women nature, true female nature. And it's hard for men to understand because we're opposite genders. So because we're opposite genders, we respond to different things. You know, most women are more emotional naturally. They operate primarily off of emotion. We operate primarily off of logic for the most part. We both have logic. We both have emotion. Men have emotion. Women have emotion. I'm just saying primarily this is how genders operate for the most part. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, because my job is to help you guys become elite. That's why I came to the internet. So when I'm telling you guys to understand female nature and I'm telling you guys to watch these videos, the reason that I'm telling you guys to understand female nature and watch these videos is so that you know who you're up against. Because a lot of times guys have no idea who they're up against, and what it does is it wrecks them, because in their mind they believe they did everything right, and they don't understand why this girl left them after they did everything right. In their mind, they did everything society told them to do. But you also have to understand that a lot of times mainstream media does not know what they're talking about. A lot of times mainstream media, they have to report news to the masses. So because they have to report news to the masses, they have to kind of skew the way they talk about things so that they can make news relatable. But there's a reason why women are choosing the top 1% to 10% of guys to do anything with, for the most part, right? And why they want the top 1 to 10% guys. Some of them will settle with the top 40%, but there's so many stats out there that claim that 60%, 40 to 60% of men will never reproduce. Their gene will die with them. So you gotta understand that women are hypergamous by nature. And what I'm teaching you is I'm teaching you the cold hard facts on how women choose the opposite sex. And if you want step by step and the process, and you want text scripts, and you want to increase your percentages, you know what I mean? Some guys I've helped go from sleeping with women once, maybe twice every 2 to 3, 4 years to on a weekly basis. You get what I'm trying to say? If you stick to the script, you follow the script, you turn your care down, you become more selfish, it's your way or the highway, you will gain respect from women. And when women respect you, you will be surprised. They will start opening their legs for you. When women do not respect you because you portray feminine traits or whatever reason, there's a lot of reasons why women can disrespect a man. She had no respect for that guy. The reason she had no respect for that guy is because he was so easily manipulated and he fell for all of her tricks. And she knew that she can run game on him because she knew he was a weak guy. That's why even when he said sorry, she said, don't say sorry. She's trying to teach this guy, why are you so fucking weak? This is why I'm not attracted to you. This is why I'm hooking up with guys that are more dominant, more masculine, stronger, bigger than you. They have the masculine traits that her ovaries get wet for. Her body starts acting different when she's around a masculine man opposed to his feminine ass. And that's why I always tell you guys, not all money is good money. I would rather have less money and stick to my principles as a man than have more money and become a sellout. Or become a less version of myself where I cannot look myself in the mirror and respect myself. So like the previous video that I played, love comes from within, but also respect comes from within. If you can't respect that person in the mirror, how can you expect somebody else to respect them? You know what I'm trying to say? And you know what it takes to earn your respect as a human being. You know what I mean? Are you doing those push-ups? Are you hitting the weight room? You know what I mean? Are you personally development? Are you putting your money where your mouth is? Are you in the CLG community? Are you learning? Are you growing? If you can't respect the man in the mirror, how do you expect her to respect somebody that you can't respect? If you don't respect yourself, you're going to naturally go into your feminine because you know that you aren't who you should be. I remember this one guy, he was getting mad at this other guy for being attractive to women. And he was trying to break down all the reasons why this guy was attractive. He's like, you're tall and you have muscles and you have this. Like, duh, it's going to be easier for you. And I remember the guy was saying, matter of fact, I think Jay Waller. I think this guy was Jay Waller. And Jay Waller said this. Jay Waller said, there's a version of myself who doesn't work out, who overeats, who got fat, who whatever the case is, and they still have no options. Basically, he's saying, yeah, I got height. But there's another version of myself, and I've seen these guys who have height, and they wasted their height because they lack discipline. So they're fat, overweight, broke, raggedy versions of themselves, and then they're complaining about no woman wants them. You don't even respect yourself. Like, think about that. You as a man don't even respect yourself. In the CLG community, we call that the foundation. I teach guys to put in the work with the foundation so that they can look in the mirror and love themselves. If you can love yourself and respect yourself, it becomes a lot more easier to gain that respect from others. It's just that simple. People can tell when you're insecure. People can tell when you get triggered easily. People can tell when you're overly emotional. People can tell when you care too much about their opinion. Because their opinion has an effect on your emotions. People can tell. So if you truly loved yourself and you truly respected yourself, people can also tell. And if you demand respect if you respect yourself and you love yourself, it's funny how others will love and respect you as well. This is why women fall in love with narcissists. The narcissist guy can be fat, overweight, smell bad, all of this stuff like this, and still look in the mirror and be like, man, I'm fly. Still look in the mirror and be like, man, I ain't fat. You know what I mean? I'm thick, I'm strong. The narcissist can trick themselves into loving themselves, and that person actually has a better chance with the opposite sex than the person who is ripped and still doesn't respect or love themselves. This is why a lot of women say, oh, it was his confidence. You're like, why you dated that fat boy? Oh, his confidence. It was the way he carried himself. And then they complain, my last boyfriend was a narcissist. The reason why women like dark triad traits is because they like guys who force them to give them respect. They like guys who are masculine. They like guys who go for what they want. They like guys who are selfish. They like guys who set boundaries. They like toxic masculinity. And it's not even actually toxic masculinity. It's just what women call it. It's just masculinity. And women love masculinity, even though they complain about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Women love all of the traits of a masculine man. They love that stuff that they complain about. They love it. That's why they complain about it. Because if they didn't love it, they would be indifferent. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Somebody did a study and they said there was a study where women complained that they didn't like misogynistic men and all this crazy stuff like that. But then when they actually did the study, they found out that more women actually like guys who were slightly more misogynistic than guys who were not. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that women can complain about something that they actually like? I was watching this Sadia Khan. She was talking so much shit about Andrew Tate. But then she said when she met Andrew Tate, it was a different story. She found him attractive. It was his aura. When I met him, it was different. I found him very attractive. I don't know why. And it was another girl, another UK girl. She talked so much trash about Andrew Tate. They did an interview with her. She's like, yeah, but when I met him in person, he was actually very attractive. Something about his aura. They don't even know what they're attracted to. They don't even know what they're attracted to. But I know what they're attracted to. They're attracted to a man who demands respect from them. And a girl can turn down a guy that she's attracted to. So I don't want guys to be like, well, I'm attractive and I get turned down. Maybe I should be a feminine guy. No. Girls turn down guys that they're attracted to. That doesn't mean that their pussy doesn't get wet around you when they're in your presence. This is why persistence is key in some scenarios. I can look at a girl and know she likes me. She can turn me down the first time. Next time I meet her, get a little bit closer, she can turn me down again. Because when she knows and she gets along with me, she knows she's sucking it. She knows she's swallowing it. She knows she's going to take it in every fucking position I tell her to take it in. She knows this shit. Her respect for me is too high to say no to me. So she's trying to protect herself. She's trying to protect her ego. She's trying to protect her emotions. Because she also knows that if she isn't a certain caliber of girl all the way around, because what is beauty to a guy who has slept with a lot of girls that are beautiful? So if your character isn't all there 100%, she knows that I won't stay. You get me? She knows that she can't stay in my rotation. She knows that I'm not going to see her too often if I can't deal with her personality or her masculine traits or all of her poor behavior and decisions and things like that. She knows this. And you got to understand, I'm not a superior guy. I'm not overly tall. I'm not overly ripped. I'm none of those things. But a girl knows that I love myself, I respect myself, and I portray masculine traits that naturally turn her on, and I'm unapologetically myself. Regardless of her feelings. Her feelings are not constant. I am. Her feelings are all over the place. Up, down, left, right, like a video game. My feelings are more constant. Yes, I get angry. Yes, I get mad. Yes, I get... You get what I'm trying to say? We have emotions as men too. Yes, I get sad from time to time. Shit like that, right? But my emotions are more steady. Her emotions are usually more erotic. All over the place. So when she's in my presence, her emotions become more steady. Unless I want her emotions to be erotic. Because she gives me that control over her emotions in hopes that I know how to lead the ship the correct way. I know when she needs a little bit of jealousy. I know when she needs a little bit of uncertainty. I know when she needs a little bit of to keep her little ass in line. You get what I'm trying to say? I know what emotions she needs before she even knows she needs them. You get where I'm coming from? Because the guy with no backbone, the guy with no boundaries, the guy with no standards, the guy that doesn't love himself, the guy that she does not respect, her emotions are all over the place. She can't control herself. She can't stop herself from spiraling. She can't stop herself from having anxiety. She can't stop herself from all of these things because the guy that she with, she doesn't even feel safe around that guy. But she trusts that I'll give her exactly what she wants when she's in my presence, as long as she behaves and acts right. She's on my program, we gonna have a steady fucking ride. You start acting up, you can and will lose me, and I will not lose any sleep. See, I like girls. I don't fall in love with them. I notice when you fall in love with girls, you're vulnerable. And women, when they're around vulnerable men, they can be very diabolical. If you knew the stories of the women that I've known, that they knew that their boyfriend was going to try to harm themselves if they left that guy, and they still left, it's because they don't give a fuck. Once a woman knows that you're a vulnerable man, she doesn't believe that you even deserve to live. It's sad, but it's true. Or if you don't align with her, if you don't align with what she views, she doesn't care that you died. She does not care. Women hate vulnerable men. If you want to be vulnerable, you do that shit in the CLG community. You do that shit around men who are accepting and understand what it's like to be a man. You don't do it around a woman. You do that shit around a woman, your days is numbered. And then this is the crazy part. They tell you that they actually want you to be vulnerable. Women don't really do a good job with information that they act like they want. They tell you, be more vulnerable around me. Be more this, be more this. But you got to understand, the more you talk as a man, which is feminine, you got to understand, women don't like feminine energy. It's feminine to gossip and talk and you know what I mean, be a chatty person around your woman, right? A broken clock is right twice a day. Some guys can be chatty, but you got to understand, if you are a chatty person, you have more room for mistake, because when you're a guy and a girl's hot and she starts talking, 9 times out of 10, you're going to give her the benefit of the doubt, because you still want to wax that big fat juicy booty and them nice perky titties and suck on the motherfucking nipples. But the difference between a woman and a guy is when you open your mouth, she's looking for ways to disqualify you. Everything that you say, she's looking for a reason to disqualify you. She can be head over heels in love with you, and then you say something like, yeah, I support Trump. She'll be like, oh my God, girl, he was so attractive, but I found out he was a Trump supporter. I cannot date him. I can't do it. I can't do it. He's missing. It's a deal breaker for me. It's a deal breaker for me. But if the shoe was on the other foot and she said that she supported Kamala, you'll still wax that pussy. That's not a deal breaker for you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's why the CLG process is so important, because at the end of the day, I teach you guys exactly how to handle modern day women in order to get the maximum results. I have the masculine series. I have the Q&As. I have the one-on-ones. I have everything recorded. I have tons of information. I have tons of scripts. I have PDFs. I have the process. I have everything that you need to be better with women. So you will have the playbook. So all you got to do is take the playbook and then just use it. And guess what? It's not that fucking difficult. Once you master the playbook, we had a 60-year-old man clapping bitches, strangers that he just met. Clapping them, nothing in their mouth, nothing on their face, getting his dick sucked, getting hand jobs, all the same shit that I teach the guys in the CLG community. We got guys knocking down girls that's their perfect type. We got guys having girls send naked pictures. It's all in the CLG community. If you stick to the script, you're going to get results. Women aren't actually difficult. They're just different. All right? And women have no issues with lying. So you got to understand that. A woman would look you dead in your face and say she does not like guys who have other girls. And then she'll proceed to suck the guy's dick who has other girls. You know it. She knows it. Everybody knows it. She will say she doesn't like fuckboys. And then you will see that she's sucking the dick of a fuckboy. Crazy. But this is your problem. You're listening to her. See, me, I just hear her. I don't take nothing she says serious. Do you know how many girls be like, oh, I don't hook up on the first date? We do on one date and she's hooking up. Oh, I usually don't do this. Oh, I've been celibate for 1 year. Oh my God, this feels so good. Oh my God, how do we end up here? And then she's calling every fucking day so she can get it again. But now I'm busy, honey. You gotta wait. You can't just get the dick anytime you want it, you little spoiled fucking brat. You gotta fucking wait, okay? Till I can come back around to you. I got other bitches to fuck too, okay? Honey? Got a main bitch. I got shit to do. You know what I mean? This dick you can't just get this dick to everybody. You feel me? So if you guys want to be on a level where girls like this don't take advantage of guys like you, or guys like that you know like that, or if you just want to get better, or you just want to level up, like I get a lot of guys that are already good but then they become better when they jump in the CLG community. If you just want to be elite, just jump in the CLG community. It's less than $48 a month, less than $500 a year, and you get a free one-on-one call with me, and you get access to the Hard 30, the Masculine series. Man, I throw so much value in there, man, and I'm going to keep adding to it. I'm never going to stop. This is my passion. This is my goal. My only goal is to make sure that guys become elite sooner rather than later. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.